Sentimental video for the 19th of April 2021 for the QuasiDB service. Euro pound's currently got MR1 support, 86.17, and so this is of interest because I was going to have this as one of our signals in order to sell based on the bubble deviation. However, I didn't trigger it because that 86.17. If it goes below, potentially, yeah, I could trigger it. Also, we've got a little bit of strength coming in on the very, very small time frame as well. See the stochastics actually in ascension. So that's making me think it might potentially hold. See, it's come back again. And the reason for this to short would be based on this cable. This is MR1 at 139.75. So we've got MR1 right here, and the euro pound has MS1. So that level of interest is 86.17, and pound USD. Now I think this is going to hold resistance, and so this wouldn't actually be a buy, and this wouldn't actually be a sell. This could actually potentially be a buy, and then this could be a sell based on those technical levels. And there's a little bit of weakness creeping in on the 1 minute. So no doubt we've taken some stops up on the way up on cable as well. So I'm going to keep an eye on the euro pound, pound USD, and if I think that one of them is going to look like a signal, then I'll trigger it. Currently, the bubbles would have triggered a buy for this, and the euro pound would have been a sell, but we're a little bit late in the day, and now we've got that support and we've got resistance. So what I'll probably do, I'm going to be hanging around watching the euro pound, and when it where are we, when it comes up a little bit and retraces and it looks like it's going to fall again, then I'll trigger it. But currently I think 86.17 is going to hold. If it breaks, then I can activate the signal. So do keep an eye on that. We're very close. AJ, one above is 84.50. One below is 83.65. Note that we've actually got a floating metric for the average line, which is 55.2. So slightly more accurate than that, and also it's really nicely done where it's actually you can see like the dots signifying each of the different brokers. IG is that blue dot there you see, and the average line is the one that we're of interest in. So there's your monthly pivot as well for AJ, 83.87. So we are bullish above, and we're a buy here. Signal saying to wait. So but that's quite cool. And then you can just keep a check on that. If it goes lower, then you know it's more of a buy. If it goes higher, then it's going to be more of a sell. So keep an eye on that. It's a really cool new feature from FXSI. It's quite nice actually. That AU. There's MR1 resistance. So it could be potentially a technical short there. Signal saying to wait, sentiment saying to buy. SRC above is 77.84 and 76.99, so 77 pretty much. EA, there's your monthly pivot. On above is 1552 and below is 153.99, so 154 pretty much. Yeah, I wonder if it'll allow me to float on it. Anyway, so yeah, but that's definitely a cool feature. I'm quite happy with that. So sell here, wait there. EU, wait and buy. There's MR1. SRC above. No doubt this has actually tormented a lot of people because you knew how short everyone was according to the sentiment. So it went up to punish those guys today. 120.75 and 119.41. Buy, wait. GU. Now I've talked about this briefly. I think it's going to be a good resistance. Well, time will tell. And we did come up a long way very suddenly as well. So I'm thinking maybe stop hunt potentially. SSC 1.4 and 136.99, 137. Oh no, 136.61. Sorry. There's your monthly pivot. So we are a buy above monthly pivot. So we buy the dip, but I don't know about going long at the moment because of the resistance is looming. So in a way, it's really cool. I've got control over the quality gate on the signals, and I'll allow or deny it when I think it's appropriate. I don't think this would be an appropriate time to trigger because of that resistance. So I'm going to wait until we get some support, and then we can look to buy, potentially if the bubbles are in alignment for a buy. So buy, wait, NU. So there's MR1. So we hit MR1 nearly. One above is 72.10. One below 71.14. Buy, wait. Euro yen. This could potentially be falling, going by the bubble logic this morning. We did have quite a nice little fall, and we rallied up again, and we're probably going to find ourselves within a range again. Looks potentially we might go sideways. There's so many times it respected that low multiple times, and now we're above again. So, and we are a buy, don't forget, and the signal center weight. SLC above is 130.60. One below is 129.50, and we'll break monthly pivot if we got to SLC below. Pound yen. This is an absolute beast. The one above is very close, 151, and below is 149.29. And we are a buy here, you can see, because we're below the 50% line, and with this signal center buy, so there's a match. So it's the first time we've seen a match. But you know, it might be a little bit late in the day for a long now because we're very close to the SLC, and don't forget we're below monthly pivot as well. So that is of interest. So keep an eye on 151.16, and we go above that could be a nice buy, but it could be a resistance currently. Obviously, keep an eye on cable for this one. Dollar yen. There's your SLC probe. It was 108.20. And one below is 107.89. Sell, wait on the signal, and there's your monthly pivot. Dollar CAD. I'm glad we're out of that horrible chop. So there was your monthly pivot resistance at 12.555. It just was horrendous last week, if you remember, and it was just I couldn't trade it at all. And now we're finally having monthly pivot resistance there, which is not a bad move. SLC above is very far away, 126.44. On below is 124.68, and you can see how choppy it was on the sentiment as well. So it's really quite untradeable. Dollar Swiss. There's your monthly support one. So keep an eye on 9186. We haven't got SLC above is very far away. SLC below is close. It's 91.25. Sell, wait. And it's just been very much for sell for ages. Since there, they went long. They went long around about 94.11, and they've held on 300 pips drawdown, which is ridiculous. There's gold taking out the SLC below, which is quite handy if you're short. I didn't quite notice the size difference. I think it was larger than 1.11. You'll have to watch the video, but it just took the SLC out, and because it potentially got smaller, I think it did, then it tells us that some liquidity got taken. So the distance is a long way away now, 1720. One above is 1792, and possibly like the pound USD, it might have been a bit of a stop hunt maybe. It was very sudden and it came up really quick. We are a sell and we're a sell. So there's a match. So could be a good trade. There's MR2 as well, 1797. So yeah, I'll wrap up now. I did talk quite a bit about the euro pound and the reason why I'm going to hold out on the signal. I think it could potentially hold. So keep an eye on 8617. I'll be watching it again today. I'll be watching it and then see if it retraces, which I think it might. And then if the signal generates, then I'll trigger it, and then we can get some. We'll get a signal. And so I'll just wrap up now. There's Bitcoin. the monthly pivot for Bitcoin is 55097. So keep an eye on that, and the signal is saying to sell. So I'll wrap up now, and I'll be back later with some charts and stuff. And let me know if you want any analysis at all. I don't mind, because I've got the pitchfork charts and the volume profile stuff. So just let me know, and I'll speak to you guys later.